in August. I actually went in as pre-nursing, so I always wanted to be a nurse. I thought that was my calling kind of thing, and then I realized that that was not for me. I did not like blood. I did not like all the kind of grosser stuff that goes along with nursing. So then I changed my major to elementary education, and I did that my junior and senior year, and I student taught, did clinicals and everything, and fell in love with it. So now I'm going to be a first grade teacher at South Elementary in Crystal Lake, and I'm so excited with nursing. So I was like, what can I do with kids? I've always loved kids, being a nanny. I did swim coach, all of that. So I was so excited to find something to do with kids, and I was like, oh, teaching, duh, hello.
Remember certain points to touch
I totally did.
Yeah.
Yes, I completely did. They were right on my mirror.
No, and that's smart. I think everyone
you totally
does
caught
that.
it. Once me, my mom, and my sister went, it was just a beautiful school. It was so clean, so fresh. The environment was just amazing. All of the people were so down to earth. It was just overall amazing, and I instantly fell in love with it. I really never thought that you would just know, and it just clicked right when I got there. I was like, I know this is where I want to go. It was a little, yeah, so there are a ton of hills. You think Kansas, you think flat, like corn everywhere. That's also what I loved about Kansas, or campus. It was so hilly. And actually, there are kind of secret ways around. The tailgating was so fun. Even though we're not the best at football, we still did all the tailgating and all the fun. And yeah, we might have not gone to the games, but we could have for free probably. So that was really fun. Basketball, obviously a huge thing at KU. We would get a camping group together, and we'd wake up at 6 a.m. and walk down and we pulled numbers, and that's kind of where you sat at the game and got closer or further away. All of the main drag downtown is called Mass Street, and that's really where you go when you're 21 and you can finally drink down there. So yeah, it's so fun down there. It's an amazing little strip of places, restaurants, bars, everything. Definitely a Jayhawk tradition. I would stop at Jefferson's. They have a ton of just KU everywhere. They have dollar bills on the wall. It's just a tradition. Burger stand. This is all on Mass Street too. Limestone is one of my favorites. It's like a oven pizza place, like a wood fire oven. And then for Chinese, Encore. That is always a favorite. I think it was our sophomore year. We played West Virginia. And that was a game I will never, ever forget. Like, oh my gosh, I think that was the one where we broke the world's loudest arena too. So the world record or whatever.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I think that was sophomore year. And it was just unreal. We came back from like 14 points down in the last like 2 minutes. It was unreal. Graduation, just with no parents kind of. So it was just us. We walked through our campanile because that's a tradition that once you graduate, you walk under the campanile. So we got to do that. We put our cap and gowns on, got our pictures taken, did the whole thing just with us, because that's all we could do really. And I'm so lucky that we were able to do that. My dad was actually able to come down for one night, have fun, go out, and enjoy your friends. But I found it freshman year, it was a blessing to not have a job right away, because then it gave me that kind of help to balance going to the gym, eating healthier, just balancing friends and everything.
That you and your friends would hit, or that you dragged your parents to maybe because it was a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, definitely. I remember my dad and I went to Jack Stack, I think it's called, and they messed up our whole order. We got like triple the food, and that was so fun because it was just the two of us. We got to try everything. It was amazing. That one's something you want to drag your parents to. It was a little like it's nicer, so I definitely dragged Ernie there. Joe's Barbecue is very known. It is next to a gas station, so it's kind of like a hole in the wall, but it's amazing. That's like the place to go. And just all over, like Q39 is another place, but everywhere, just it tastes amazing wherever you go. So it's fun to try different places like that and make your trip out there. And Miss Steiner are always there for you. They are just there to support you. And if you have any questions, which helps so much because you go in there, especially us being the first of your family to go to college, there's a million questions. You have no idea what you're getting into. Yeah. I think Mr. Wadlington definitely kept me going, kept me kind of straightened me out a little bit. I was always a little wild, so he was always a fun, playful teacher that just really goofed around with us, made us know that. It was also amazing. I think she's a counselor there now, but when she was our teacher, I absolutely adored her. I looked up to her. She was a role model for me. Yeah. My biggest thing is just be open-minded to everything and everyone, because you really don't know what you're getting into at first. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know what you're going to like. You could change like so much and just flourish as a person. So I would just be so open-minded and willing to try new things. Everybody just clap your hands.